Troopers on the front line, ready to defend. Blaster cannons roaring till the bitter end. Special forces moving, silent as the night. For the Republic's honor, we will win this fight. Battle on the stars, we are shooting for the skies. Public force is strong, hear the galaxy's cries. Clad in armor shining, marching side by side. Enemies be warned now, there's nowhere to hide. We fight in endless darkness, with courage in our souls. For every fallen brother, our hearts pay the toll. Battle on the stars, we are shooting for the skies. Republic force is strong, hear the galaxy's cries. Battle on the stars, we are shooting for the skies. Republic force is strong, hear the galaxy's cries. Lighting armor shining, marching side by side. Enemies be warned now, there's nowhere to hide. We fight in endless darkness, with courage in our souls. For every fallen brother, our hearts pay the toll. Battle on the stars, we are shooting for the skies. Republic force is strong, hear the galaxy's cries. The galaxy's cries. Evil Ruby, Mad Hatter's life. On Twitch we sail, come join the dive. With games and chat and tales untold. In Ruby's realm, let the fun unfold. Oh, Ruby streams with laughter bright. By the glowing screen we set our sight. From fantasy realms to FPS fight, every stream is pure delight. Evil Ruby, Mad Hatter's life. On Twitch we sail, come join the dive. With games and chat and tales untold. In Ruby's realm, let the fun unfold. On the ocean wide, in the game raft, we build and float through the stormy draft. Gathering scraps, crafting our craft. In Ruby's stream we share a laugh. Evil Ruby, Mad Hatter's life. On Twitch we sail, come join the dive. With games and chat and tales untold. In Ruby's realm, let the fun unfold. With a hat so mad and a heart so grand, Ruby guides us through this digital land. In the chat we cheer and make us stand for the finest streams in all the land. Evil Ruby, Mad Hatter's life. On Twitch we sail, come join the dive. With games and chat and tales untold. In Ruby's realm, let the fun unfold. So hoist the sails and spread the word. Rubies live, haven't you heard? Join the crew, be undeterred. In the Mad Hatter's world, we all get stirred. Evil Ruby, Mad Hatter's life. On the sails and spread the word. Rubies live, haven't you heard? Join the crew, be undeterred. In the Mad Hatter's world, we all get stirred. Heave-ho, Ruby Mad Hatter's alive. On Twitch we sail, come join the dive. With games and chat and tales untold. In Ruby's realm, let the fun unfold. Starlit skies are all alone, alone. Shadows cast the moon's bright throne. Lightsaber hums in quiet zone. Bounties high and tracking low. Danger lurks with every step. Blaster ready, never slept. Hollow bounties, targets kept. Galactic credits, all I get. I'm the hunter on the night. Silent sniper out of sight. Hollow bounties, targets kept. Galactic credits, all I get. I'm the hunter, I'm the knight. Silent sniper out of sight. Tracking targets, hit the light. In the dark, my aim so tight. Speeding through in spaceship fast. Laser fire, it won't outlast. Energy cells in my grasp. One shot down, the die is cast. Speeding through in spaceship fast. Laser fire, it won't outlast. Energy cells in my grasp. One shot down, the die is cast. Foes they claim I'll meet my end. Never happens, not my trend. Mercenary, no pretend. Universe, I'll just defend. I'm the hunter on the night. Silent sniper out of sight. Hollow bounties, targets kept. Galactic credits, all I get.
Oh, there it goes. All right, welcome everyone to Tabletop Tuesday, where we basically talk about nerdy shit while Gamera and I play some sort of game. He's playing Minecraft, I believe, right now, and I'm going to be playing Rimworld. So there's
Yes. I am playing Minecraft with the All the Mods 9 mod pack on my server that I've rented from Shot by Gaming Servers.
Yay! Hey, that's one of our sponsors. So, yeah, first announcement is, yes, our sponsors, Talk by Gaming Servers, which they do all kinds of Minecraft servers, so that helps out quite a bit. So, that's always a good thing. And then the other sponsor we have is W Energy Drinks for all those energy needs for you being able to stay awake without shaking violently. Like, basically, I don't know. I need some sort of analogy. Fuck.
Like a shake weight?
Like a shake. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. Shake weight's a real exercise thing.
That's not what it was used for, mostly.
I mean, I don't know what it was used for mostly. I think the motion can be considered rude, but I don't know that people use the actual weights for anything rude.
This is a fun little factoid I actually learned about the shake weight because I fell down the dopamine rabbit hole and I looked into this one day. Shake Weight had more sales going to adult film companies than they did anyone else.
Oh, I see. Because doing the motion sets certain other motions in motion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they sold more to the adult film industry than they did any other client. And that includes...
Oh, good. Good for them.
Yep. Hey, they made money somehow. It is what it is. It is fun. But we do have various topics to discuss today, so there is that. If you missed the Lars Eterna yesterday, by all means, it'll be uploaded to YouTube later this week. So please check that out. There's still the prologue video up, so you guys are more than welcome to check out the prologue video. Alright? Which will explain the backstory of the faction I am currently playing. Which, by the way, it has had 514 views with 16 likes and 2 dislikes. I don't know why people would dislike it, but hey, whatever.
I mean, I upload like pictures of my miniature painting on Imgur frequently, and like some of the stuff that I think is my best seems to draw at least 1 or 2 dislikes. And I think it's just because it's like someone going, "Oh, this is Warhammer shit," and I don't like Warhammer, so yeah, dislike. So,
the video does already have 1 comment though, which was an hour ago. Someone named 44 John Burton yelling out "Forterra!" All right, so huzzah! Someone got the message. Someone understood the message. They got the memo. So yes, it is a story-focused stream, so the chat is the public opinion, my Discord is the assembly, and we also have secret agents and things of that nature, so all kinds of fun stuff to do. So there is that. Oh, and yes, speaking of YouTube, if you are watching this on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. It appeases the algorithm gods and makes everything easier for us. Helps keep the lights on. And speaking of helping keeping the lights on, if the sponsors don't help you, or not your shtick, and you just want to help keep the lights on either way, there's the Ko-fi down below. Every $300 I make in Ko-fi, I take a pie to the face. Done by either...
Oh, I can't talk about shake weights, but you can talk about pie to the face.
Down, boy! Bad kaiju, no fish.
Oh, I finally found some iron. Excellent.
But yeah, either my wife will throw a pie in my face, or my daughter will throw a pie in the face. It will be random which one. Alright, so there is that. Alright, with that being said, let's get to it. Are you not working? Of course you're not working, because I have it set to Final Fantasy VIII, not Rimworld. My bad. There it goes. And of course, Rimworld is gigantic. Why does it do that? Alright, there we go. Alright, welcome. Excuse me? What the hell is... My webcams is in the wrong spot. It moved to the middle. I don't understand why. That is a little weird.
Just a little bit.
Das is weird, yeah? Hans, are we the baddies? Alright. So, there are various topics we're going to discuss today. I'm going to discuss the least important topic and go to upward, okay? Alright, so the least important topic I came across recently this week was people have been complaining about Ciri from The Witcher.
Oh, yeah.
That is fucking dumb. Like, I have seen some artwork of what they've done. I've seen some of the images of what they've done with Ciri, and I'm looking at it going, this is fine. I see no problems here. What is going on?
Yeah, I've seen some people complaining. I guess maybe in the lore they implied that women couldn't be witchers or something, and so now that there's a woman witcher, the usual chuds are like, "Hey, diversity."
Slight problem though. In the lore, in both the books and the games, women can be witchers. It just doesn't normally happen because the job of a witcher is kind of basically you are fucking hated by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And women are it's not considered a usual job they pick up.
Right.
So it's not that it's women can't be witchers, it's just it doesn't normally happen because the guys tend to be more of a combat thing, at least in that time period, according to what people are saying.
Okay.
But there's nothing, like, I've read the books, I've played the games, mostly.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I've ever read or seen that says that women cannot be witchers.
Okay.
So whoever is saying that is talking out their ass. Was streams in Yoso? Oh, how are you? Oh, asked that. Yeah, you already asked that, but that's okay. Though, in fact, one of the things it did mention is, and this is not necessarily in relation to just witchers, but everybody, they did say in the books that women were more resistant to potion poisoning than men are.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much you know about Witcher.
Relatively little. I haven't played the games.
Okay, this is also in the books. Magic potions are toxic.
Okay.
So the more of them you drink, that toxin builds up and eventually, affects you, and it takes time for that toxin to process.
Okay.
So women are more resistant to the toxin than men.
Interesting.
Oh my god. Puppy, shush shush. Damien's whining for some reason. I don't know why. He should be fine, but he's just whining around a bunch.
Yeah, I heard him. Heard him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to be quiet. He's been whining excessively today. And, I've checked him. There's nothing wrong. It's just... I don't get it.
Yeah. Hard to say.
Oh, I don't have enough wood. Oh. I'm actually out of wood. Neat. Okay. So I gotta wait for wood. Cool. Well, if that's the case, I could just tell my orders. What's the word for? Harvest fully grown. Here we go. He is just messing with his kennel for some reason. I don't know why.
Maybe he smells something outside that's caught his interest and he wants to go, at it.
Let me check him real quick.
Yep.
Hey, bud, what is it? Hey, chill. Chill. Easy. You're out of water, so let me get you.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see?
Where is it? Amy, stop. Stop. Hey, stay quiet, okay? Sleep time for you. Night night. All right. Sorry about that.
Doggy all settled?
I hope so. Um. So yeah, but now like some of the artwork I saw was like her doing like a similar bathtub scene to what Gerald did in the game, early game.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, this is fine. Cultists hate chanters have arrived. Okay, so I have to kill a bunch of cultists.
Yeah. It's a good pastime.
Yeah. Okay, it was because a bunch of his food fell out of his dish, and now he's collecting that.
Ah, I see.
Alright, escort me, please. Get up here. They're gonna start chanting soon, and so I have to deal with that. How are you today? Just welcome. Hey, Mr. Noise. Hopefully you're doing well, because I'm doing okay. We just started not that long ago. My dog is acting up like something fierce today for some reason. Not sure why. Come on, guys. Get everybody out to the fighting fields. Wonder if I can select all of them. Alright. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, there we go. Nope, that doesn't give me... God damn it. I gotta not have my people in it. There we go. Alright, so we got mace. There's one machine gun, one pistol. Looks like some sort of weird ritualistic knife. A nerve spiker, okay, which has biotoxin being shot. Someone has a heavy SMG. And several powers, it looks like. So nothing, oh my god, crazy, but good enough to be a problem. So,
I was going to say, circling back to The Witcher, I assume that they're doing this because, like, every attempt they've made to replace Henry Cavill, a bunch of children were whining, like, it's not Henry Cavill! So this is just, their latest variation?
yeah, here's the funny thing, though. The Witcher that they're going with right now, which her name is Ciri, she is Gerard's, I can't remember his name right. It's his daughter.
Okay.
So this is not like a full-on Witcher replacement. This is literally just continuing the damn story.
Right, but it's not their,
Their messiah.
their boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, no. And it's just like, come on, guys. Be somewhat intelligent here, but I know I'm asking for too much. But yeah, no. And the way the story goes, like, she goes on adventures of her own. It's almost like the books are just, like, the stories of an entire bloodline.
Okay, well then I don't see, the problem, except, like I said, they just want their precious husbando.
Yeah. Alright, so the cool thing with these guys is they will not respond to being attacked until they're retreating. Because they're in a trance right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's neat. Alright. So I don't have to worry about that. I'll just let them do their thing. Oh, no, they're attacking now. Ended their hate chant and begun to come out of the ritual trance. Prepare to defend. Okay. Alright. So we killed a couple of them and they're like, okay, trance over. Like, fuck that. Let's engineer weapon.
I am working on my Minecraft setup, but I'm being hindered slightly by a lack of plentiful iron and by a lack of plentiful redstone.
Oh yeah, that's always a problem. Especially
So, yeah.
what? Oh. Okay. Come on, shoot him. Okay. Oh, the robot took a hit. Come on. Looks like... Oh, we lost one of the militars. And that's okay. I can resurrect them. That's not the end of the world. Kill him! Come on, retreat. Okay, are these guys not going to retreat as a group, or are they just... I guess not.
They're insane with their culty loyalty.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, that's new. Oh, it's from Greg Tech. Okay.
Greg Tech.
Yeah, it's one of the extra packs or the extra mod sets that's in 9. I've never done anything with Greg Tech, but it does seem like they haven't like re-engineered all the recipes to be a pain in the ass like it would in like a full Greg Tech pack. So I'm fine with it being there as an extra option and giving me some additional blocks.
Okay, that's fair then. Alright. Come on. What is going on? Like, why are these guys not retreating? This is really weird.
Old fanatics, man.
Guess so. This is just so weird.
They're not going to retreat until you ban D&D books from your library.
Apparently. See, fuck that. Okay, someone kill him. Jesus Christ. Alright, he's retreating. Good. We'll focus on him now. Alright, Cheshire, go back. Robot, go back. Just... because they're hurt. I need them to retreat and I don't have heals. Turtle! Cheshire, get out of there. Stop. Cheshire is sitting there going, I really need to cook these people some meals. God damn it. Okay, I need to back off. Because they have too much cover. I can't get a good shot at them.
Well, I won't need osmium for a while.
Yeah, just that guy. Okay, so we got one left. Looks like we're good there. What about you? Bleeding out in 2 hours. Are you worth it? Sort of. I could see it. Alright, we'll do that. Who is... Is your medicine good? Medical 6. Okay. Stabilize. Go. Stop shooting at me. It's not going to help you. I'm literally trying to heal your friend. Piss off. Do not kill your friend. Alright, we got one done. Can we get the other two before he's dead? Ow! God damn it!
Oh?
Maverick got shot.
Maverick!
Yeah, he got kind of fucked up there for a second. By the way, if those of you are watching, we have Rim Connect, so you can add things, remove things, do all kinds of fun things to the map. as well as events. All right.
Yes, and if you talk in chat, you get more points to do those things with.
Yep. All right, now we're going to capture you, and then Maverick will go tend his gunshot. Ish.
Ooh?
Yeah, Maverick got shot.
No. I broke into an underground green area and was intrigued.
Okay, what the fuck are these things called? Toxic waste pack. That's what I thought. Why didn't you let me see it? Toxic. Can these not hold it? What the hell? Okay, that's bullshit. What the hell? Alright, so that shelf can't hold it. So then what can? Because, like, I did a shelf. And it said a shelf could hold it. But apparently not. Let me see. Waste. Nope. Can't do toxic waste pack. Oh. Okay. Let me put this back. Thank you. There it goes.
Ooh, that's a big underground cave. Okay, I'm gonna waypoint this.
Alright, so it's not that. What about a big shelf? 520 kg, 600. So I might as well have stuck with the very big shelves because nothing else works. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright. Link settings. So all you can store is the toxic waste pack. Yep. Alright, so drop you on the floor. Drop you on the floor. Alright. So I do have a time limit on the waste packs. Which means I need in main. Wait, let me look it up. What is it called?
This appears to be a fungal cave biome. Interesting.
I need standard mech tech. So once everybody is cured, I'll have to summoning a Diabolus threat. Okay, where do I summon the Diabolus threat? Feel like I'm not having the thing I need to do that with. Probably not. Okay, yeah, comms console. There we go. Let's build ourselves a comms console, because I need that to summon the Diabolus threat. Oh boy.
I need to build myself a build gadget so I can bridge across large gaps.
This is fair. Anyway, yeah, that was the Siri thing, and I thought it was just kind of dumb, and that's why I was like, okay, that's kind of on the low end of the dumb shit today.
Mm-hmm.
The next one to talk about is Nintendo's pressure with the lawsuit has partially worked on Pocket Pal.
Yes.
In particular, Pocket Pal has made a change to their game where instead of throwing the ball to summon your pal, it just appears next to you.
Do you still throw balls to capture pals?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay.
That is something I plan on checking later when I reinstall Palworld later.
Mm-hmm.
But the fans are decidedly upset about this.
I mean, too fucking bad, honestly. That was probably the biggest point of contention in the lawsuit. Like, yeah, Nintendo might have a case there, and since they've managed to dodge that, I think that it's probably a great thing for Nintendo to have, or a great thing for the makers of Palworld to have done. Like,
Yeah.
they've gotten themselves out from under some serious trouble potentially, so good for them.
Yeah. The only thing I'm particularly worried about involving it is hopefully Nintendo doesn't, Nintendo's gotten an inch, they don't take a mile.
I mean, it's up to the court, not Nintendo. And yeah, Nintendo's got a lot of money and could fight this for a long time, but this sort of gesture could be seen by the court as like, okay, you know what? They're trying to meet you halfway here, so we're going to give them credit for that. Yeah. Basically, Nintendo, of course, has the money to pursue it as long as they want, but I don't know. This feels like a really good maneuver from the Pal World folks.
Yeah. It's definitely like a good choice, though I can see why some people are upset, because it feels to some people like Nintendo has essentially partially won again.
I mean, we live in a world where sometimes the assholes win, and it's always frustrating. And, for my money, I love to see when the assholes don't win. But I think maneuvering in such a way that the assholes get a partial victory rather than a total victory has value.
Yeah.
And you know what? If it means that the game plays a tiny bit different but gets to keep existing, I think the fans should look at it in terms of that. It's like, hey, we still get to play this thing. Nintendo didn't get to shut it down, and just be happy about that.
Yeah. I would agree with that. That seems like a fair assessment, honestly. And I kind of had a similar idea. It was just like, I get why some people are upset, but honestly, look at the bigger picture here. The game still gets to exist.
Yeah.
Damien, what is it with you today? Dog. I love my dog, but damn. Something's up with him today. So there is that, and that was like, okay, meh. And then we get to the next one. Oh boy, the next one.
Oh?
As soon as I could type this correctly, Video Game Awards 2024 results. The results of the VGAs. Alright, so who won and who didn't? I have some opinions.
Yeah, I saw that Helldivers had won one of the prizes.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So Game of the Year was Astrobot, and they also got Best Game Direction. I've never played Astrobot, but seeing this, might look into it later. Might be a fun game to try.
Okay.
Best ongoing game. Helldivers 2. I don't know who is the one who did judge that. And whoever did judge that, I believe they need to be drug tested immediately. Or, at the very least, check to see if their brain is still fucking working. Because, alright, don't get me wrong, most of the games on the best ongoing game list are not what I would consider even decent ongoing games.
Okay.
Because we got Helldivers 2, and the fact that there's, 130-something odd countries that can't play the game right now because Sony's being a douchebag.
Yeah.
So I dare say that makes it not a good ongoing game.
I mean, that would be a factor to consider, absolutely.
Yeah. Then we have Destiny 2, who has fired roughly half of their staff. And they've done so multiple times in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I get that games have to downsize over time. That is totally acceptable and totally fine. But the major amounts of layoffs they've done in the last 6 months, and I said layoffs, as in plural, is just mind-boggling. Yes, button.
Yep.
It is Rimworld. By the way, remember, with Rim Connect, you can affect my game. You can make events happen. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. So I wouldn't put Destiny 2 on this list. Diablo 4, once again, shouldn't be on this list because, let's be brutally honest, Diablo 4 has some marketing, I would say, issues.
Sure.
Amongst other things. So that's no. If anything, the only two that belong on this list are Final Fantasy XIV and Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
And this is me saying Fortnite is a fucking plague. It still deserves to be on this list.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Dog is like losing his mind. I don't know why. It's weird. Unfortunately, I'm doing real life stuff like cooking dinner for my family. That's fine. Lurking is acceptable here. We take lurks. So there is that. Still alive. Am I still alive or do I need to make a person? You're alive! You just got, I think, shot. Yeah, you took a gunshot to the left arm. You're being healed. So you're recovering from that. Let me message my wife, because he is consistently losing his shit, and I can't figure out why.
Do I have an osmium drawer yet? I do not have an osmium drawer. Okay, so that's probably going to be my next one that I need to do. I do got lead, though.
You want to see the scar? I don't know if it's going to scar. We'll see. Sometimes you get a scar, sometimes you don't. Yep. So there is that. So anyway, yeah. I would have been fine if it was Fortnite. I would have honestly liked to see 14 win it. 14 has a much better ongoing version than the one who won. Because fuck that. Best art direction was Metaphor Re Fantasio. I can get it because it's, I believe it's the same group of people who did that. Are the ones who did, fuck, what is it called? Persona.
Okay.
I think it's done by the same people who did Persona. I can understand them getting best art direction because those guys know their art shit. So there's that. Best mobile game is Balatrio. Don't know what that is. Best narrative was Refantasio again. Best performance was Melina Juergen's Susuna Saga Hellblade 2. I have... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, Balatro I have heard about a little bit recently. It's a game with, like, I guess, spooky haunted cards, like tarot cards or something. And apparently because of this, it was labeled, like, the PEGI rating for, like, European territories was, like, 17 and up or something. And the developer was on social media like, I guess I should just add, like, gambling and loot boxes to my game so it can be rated for 3 and up like this other fucking EA game. Which is like, that is some glorious salt there and also a very good point.
Yeah, I could be down with that. I think my wife's gonna pull the dog out of the out of where he normally sleeps and letting him rest with her so he calms down. Because he's losing his mind, and we don't know why. Anyway, yeah, Melina Juergen's Susuna Saga Hellblade 2. No offense to Melina Juergens. I don't know how well she did in her role, but Susuna Saga's Hellblade series is honestly dumb, and I don't care for it. But if she did a good job, hats off to her. Oh, he is hyper as fuck. Best score in music was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I am not shocked there. Like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, yeah, that makes sense. I could see that. Which one is this? This is wood. They like wood. Okay, so I need... Where is it? I've seen it. Stop stripping for the trees and grow your own. Logging. Total. Yeah, let's do the tree farm. All right, there we go. And all right, so you're full up. Okay. Jesus Christ, he threw his own toy. All right. Best audio was Susuna Saga, Hellblade 2. Okay, I could see that. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, Silent Hill honestly had better sound quality. Black Ops 6 had better sound quality for a first-person shooter. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, I get it. So, there was that. Best adaptation. Now, I had two that I said I would accept, and one of the two did win.
Okay, then.
In this case, it was Fallout.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, well, one, it's the newer one, so that makes sense. Because if we're going to be brutally honest, whichever one was the newer one, that's likely what they were going to go with.
I mean, yeah, we all kind of have a little bit of recency bias.
Yeah. So, like, I am not shocked even in the slightest. It happens. Alright, you know what?
I forget what the other one it was against, though.
Arcane.
Oh, yes.
And honestly, I felt like Arcane had the better story. But I can see why Fallout won. It's still a good show. It still has some good work to it. But it's just... Honestly, I felt it's just better. But that was just me. That's a personal preference of mine. Best multiplayer was Helldivers 2. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Honestly, any one of the others would have been a better choice than that fucking game. Like, I would have taken Black Ops 6 over that, and that's my second worst. If anything, I would have gone with probably Super Mario Party Jamboree as the best multiplayer, with Space Marine 2 a close second. Best independent game was Balatrio again. Best indie game, Balatrio, not shocked. Most anticipated game. I'm not shocked at this. It's not one I have the most anticipation for, but I get why it has it. And that's Grand Theft Auto 6. That is
fair.
It's fair. I get it. Best role-playing game, Metaphor Via Fantasio. Simple enough. I get it. Games for Impact, Neva. Don't even know that game. I don't know any of the content creators, so I didn't have a dog in that show. Best Action Adventure, Astrobot got it. I mean, if it got Game of the Year, whatever category it was in for genre was likely going to win that too. So, not shocked there. Don't get me wrong, Zelda would have been a strong choice too, or Silent Hill. But I'm also of the mindset that remakes shouldn't get Game of the Year or be in this running because the game's already been released.
I mean, maybe I could see if it was a really unique remake that did a whole lot of new stuff.
Yeah, but often I've seen it, that's not the case. Best action was Black Myth Wukong. Cool. Down with that. That's great. Best fighting game was, unfortunately, Tekken 8.
Why is that unfortunate?
Because Dragon Ball Sparking Zero was on the list too.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, I would 100% go with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But I haven't played Tekken 8. It might be just fantastic.
I've seen people play it. It is a decent Tekken game.
Okay.
But the biggest reason why they won is literally the name, Tekken. That's the biggest reason they won. Innovation in accessibility was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. I don't know what accessibility features they put in the game, so I can't say if that deserved it or not. Best community support. There were only 2 games I would have accepted in here. Because the other three are non-fucking existent for community support. So the non-existent ones are Fortnite. Community support is non-existent in that. Helldivers 2, we already discussed what Sony has done and how that's not community support.
Yep.
And then the last one is No Man's Sky.
Okay.
So, like, those I don't feel had any kind of good community support. The two options I had were Final Fantasy XIV, because the community is amazing in that game. Damien, chill, buddy. He is so excited today. Gotta be the weather or something. You alright, hon? Because he's on you, that's why I'm worried about you. Okay. Okay. But the winner of Best Community Support was Baldur's Gate 3, a worthwhile entry.
100%.
Yeah. Like, if them or Final Fantasy XIV won, I would have been equally happy. They're both great communities. Best Family Game is Astrobot. Once again, I haven't played it. Best Sim Strategy Game was Frostpunk 2. And out of all the options, I see why Frostpunk 2 won. Alright? Because we got Age of Mythology Retold, which honestly, mediocre remake of Age of Mythology. Okay? We have Kuni Sitsugami Path of the Goddess, a game that very few people apparently have heard of. Because, like, I asked multiple people who I know game, like, hey, have you heard of this game? And most of them have gone, no. Manor Lords, which for most of this year has been in early access. So, there's that. And then the last one I've never even heard of, Unicorn Overlord. Little weird.
Alrighty.
Yeah, my wife just said, it sounds like a game our daughter would play. Alright, the best sports game is EA Sports FC 25. Let's be brutally honest. Every game on this list, EA owns.
I mean, they do kind of have the sports thing wrapped up.
Yeah, so it's like, no matter who wins that one, we all lose.
Yeah. Fair.
Alright. The best VR AR game, though, I think you would actually enjoy.
Okay.
Batman Arkham Shadow.
You would be incorrect, sir.
Really? You don't want to be Batman?
One, I don't tend to care for AR experiences to begin with.
Alright, that's fair.
Two, I played the first Batman Arkham game, and it was okay. So, yeah, not my bag, really, but happy for them.
Yep. Best esports game was League of Legends. I am not shocked on that one. It is definitely not a shocking game at all for that one. Alright, so that's not working. So let's put it to -20 and see if that lowers the temperature in that damn room, because for some reason it's not getting to frozen. It's 40 degrees in there. How hot is it outside? 97. I think I just need another one. Alright, temperature, over the wall cooler. There we go. Best esports athlete was Faker, not surprised. Best esports team was T1, League of Legends, once again, not surprised, when 3 of the esports teams were League of Legends teams. The Game Changer Award, the first time award of the Game Awards, was given to Amir Satvat in honor of his commitment to helping game developers affected by layoffs and studio closures to find jobs through a job database. That's cool.
Yes, I had heard about that.
Yeah, because a lot of...
Plant Enderman? I'm sorry, I've got Plant Enderman in front of me.
That's not surprising. And then the best game of the year based on player voting. All right, so basically the internet voting. Black Myth Wukong.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That one I would care about more than most of these other ones because of one simple reason. All of these other ones were decided by a panel of quote-unquote experts. All right? Which, just like the Grammys and the movie awards and everything like that and the music awards, these people can be bought off. In some cases, very easily. So I tend to look at, okay, who won the Player's Choice Award or Player's Voice Award? That tends to show me that that's probably the better game. Not always, but often. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are going, Astro Boy's Game of the Year win was a safe, predictable, and deserved game choice. Like, a lot of people said, yeah, it's a safe choice because, like, a lot of the other ones, people were, like, had some sort of controversy in it involved. So, there is that.
Fair enough.
Oh my god, really? What did I get copyright from?
Huh? Copyright issue?
Yeah, copyright issue.
On YouTube or?
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll deal with it later. It was Final Fantasy VIII for the combat music. And it was done by a company in Brazil.
Sure.
Because, yeah, that's totally where, Square Enix is based. Like, god damn it. Like, YouTube, you really need to fix your copyright claim system.
Yep.
I mean, there are too many copyright claims being made by companies that are not actually the company that owns the license. Like, no way in hell. And there are too many people running around on YouTube with copyrighted material that are just getting completely ignored. It is mind-blowingly insane.
So I will say, we talked about this several months ago. The copyright abuses directed at Iron Mouse got straightened out.
Yep. And I'm glad
she got all of her channels back 100% and problem solved.
Yep, and I guarantee you whoever claimed it was a false claim.
Oh yeah, 100%. Alright, I survived a little dive in the nether, got myself some nether quartz, which I was gonna need.
Yep. Alright. So the next and final topic I have before we hit the veal is what I dealt with this past week with Star Wars. Some of you may be wondering... What? Oh,
sorry, I just noticed something. The building gadgets had its recipe changed and it's end game now. Damn it.
Yeah.
They added an all-the-modium nugget.
Really? That's insane.
I can get the exchanging gadget, I can get the copy-paste gadget, the cut-paste gadget, I can get the destruction gadget. I can get all the gadgets except the building gadget, which requires the all-the-modium nugget.
That's nutty.
I might be editing the configs for this.
I wouldn't blame you. Alright. So he's roping the animals again because for some reason the damn thing broke. Alright, you know what? I'll just destroy that. Oh. Okay. let's see, recreation. I would like to put a shooting target out. In this case, I will put it out here. So that way, I don't accidentally shoot the damn pen repeatedly. Because that's annoying. Alright. But anyway, yeah. So, this past year, I got the little picture that we all get from Twitch that says, hey, this is how you did this year, this is how it's going, things of that nature. Alright, you get one as a viewer, you get one as a streamer. Okay? So I got my streamer one, and it said I was in the top 10 streamers for streaming Star Wars The Old Republic. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That was cool. I love the fact that I got that. That was like, yes, I have made the right choice by streaming this game. I want to continue to stream this game. Not 48 hours after I get that picture, EA updates Star Wars The Old Republic. Alright?
Yep.
And the way this update went through on my computer made it so I could not see the servers anymore.
Yeah.
They didn't exist. And so I was like, okay, this is annoying. So I started going through the standard fixes. You know, making sure my DNS was good, making sure that my antivirus was not messing with things, my firewall was letting the game through. You know, all the basic things that you do. I also uninstalled and reinstalled the game. I installed it a second time with Steam instead of standalone, thinking, okay, that will fix the problem. And I did all this. No results. So, yeah, top 10%. So, after going through all this, I then go, okay, now I need tech support help. So, I will contact tech support. I do so, and EA's first steps are what I expected, which was going to be Tier 1 tech support. Hey, have you tried this, and this? And I'm like, yes, I've done all that already. Here's the evidence. I've done it. Here you go. And then they go, okay, have you, and then they went with, the next one I think was, have you tried uninstalling and reinstalling it? I'm like, yes, I've done that. And then they went with, well, we weren't able to replicate it on our end, so that sounds like it's a you problem. You really need to look into this better. And so, like, we can't do anything to help you. And I'm like, say what now? And then they go and close the ticket.
Yeah.
You okay, hon? Okay. Then they go and close the ticket, and they go,
Skulls for the skull throne!
Hey,
Blood
Inquisition.
for the blood god!
So they go and close the ticket, and I'm like, this is bullshit. And so I message them again. They go, well, if you continue to need help, please go to our forums and look there. And I'm like, no offense, I've been to your forums, I've looked there, no one has the answer that worked so far. So this is not acceptable. What's going on? And all I kept getting back was, you really should go to the forums. And then the other emails I got was, hey, we noticed that you recently tried to get our help. How well did our technicians do? And I'm like, poorly. Very poorly. Like, they shouldn't be getting their goddamn paycheck poorly. Like, goddamn. Like, it's just, it blows my mind that this was, like, this is the response I got. It was like, what the hell? Oh, then I kept getting emails from them too. And I've gotten told like 3 or 4 of them. And it's, it goes, hi, Ruby Mad Hatter. Do you still need help? You can reach us on help.ea.com. I'm like, the fuck? And it's just, it's mind-boggling that I kept getting this. Like, and I've...
Yeah, I mean... maybe it's partially the age of the game. Maybe it's partially the fact that you're not currently a paid subscriber, and maybe it's just EA being EA.
Yeah.
But they just don't seem to give a fuck, and that sucks.
Yeah. So basically, and I pointed out to him too, it's like, look, I'm a streamer. I'm in the top 10% of the people who are streaming your game. This means that there are people watching me play this game and are getting interested in picking up this game. So you have a vested interest in helping making sure this succeeds. What's going on? Just give me the, like, whatever steps I've missed. And I got nothing.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. Like, I dislike EA as a company for the most part because they're greedy, incompetent assholes. All right?
Yeah.
But this is a level of, like, you should at least... You are making money with this.
100%.
Like... Yeah, we were getting so far in the story, too. On the Sith side. We were doing great. But I never got to see the new content. Nope. Never going to now because the game doesn't work.
Yeah.
And it's all EA. Customer service is nuts nowadays. I got serviced by someone who was 100% guessing the name of their company in a bank's bill paying system. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, there comes a time when it's just basically you just gotta look at something and go, who pays you? Like, why do you exist?
Yeah, what is your function?
Yeah. What is your job? Is your job literally just to basically try to placate the people so they don't do to you what happened to, United Healthcare? Because if that's your goal, you're not doing a great job yet. Because you are considered one of the shittiest companies in America. The upside for you is you're an entertainment company. People don't need you to live.
Yeah.
Just enter Reliance Home Comfort. What? It doesn't come up? Just choose one of the 10 companies with Reliance in their name. Oh my God. That hurts so much. Alright. So we're working on that. Trying to get more droids, which means that needs steel and components, which I don't think I have steel. Doesn't look like it. I know I have components. Yep, just no steel. That seems to be the biggest thing that slows me down is steel.
Yep.
Right. Someone carry those, please. That's a lot of food out there that I don't want to go bad. Alright, you know what? We'll change those to 2. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Oh, I want to get eventually... I know there's robots. Where are they? I thought they were here? Maybe they're not. They're not in androids. Vanilla expanded, maybe? No. There's gotta be, what is it, robot? There's noble apparel. That's not what I need. There's basic mech tech. Oh, Howler base station. Alright, so I guess I could build a Howler base station? No, I don't have that yet. I bet is what I'm seeing. It's under... Where is it? Not high mech tech. Is it standard mech tech? Nope. Don't tell me it's ultra... No, it's not. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's under basic mech tech. So I could build the cleaner and the hauler. So it says I should be able to build that.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see?
Oh, hi, average parses. Alright, you're playing World of Warcraft. Cool. Alright. Oh, there it is. So I need hauler. I want 5 of those little buggers. And I want 3 cleaners. I know I need those. Which is plasteel is going to be the thing that might slow me down. I have 78. And I need 20 for each. So I'll have enough to make the haulers, but I'll put the cleaners first, then do the haulers. That way my droids don't have to clean. I have little cleaning bots running around doing it for me.
There you go.
And that'll help a lot, and then I'll eventually get the hauling taken care of. Yep. Hey, puppy. Alright, and eventually we'll get the wall built. Good lord, it'll take a while.
Alright, I think that should help me. I've just upgraded my flux bore, so I believe it is capable of picking up obsidian now. Let me test.
Doctor care. Oh, there's an option for doctor care, but no medicine. Cool. Oh, yeah. How about you? We have maintain only, so we'll get convert for you. You're fine. You're a convert. Oh, wait. You got that already, so... Oh, you're unwaveringly loyal. So they can never be recruited, but they can be at least converted. You're on recruit. You're on recruit. Okay, so cool. And you have crafting, so that would be helpful. Okay. Oh, Monster Hunter. Let me add that to the schedule. So that means... what is after January 29th? February 5th. Feb 5th. Monster Hunter World. Alright. So we got Monster Hunter World added to that. Yep. Alright, thank you, Inquisition, for that. That is great. AP is still asleep. She'll be asleep for 13 more hours. Downside of a vampire, you have to sleep every now and then for several days. A little weird, but we'll take it.
Let's see.
But yeah, oh my god, I lost my shit with EA.
Understandable.
I just... Alright. Here we go. Let's, why does that come up when I do that? Alright. See what we get. What the... The website just crashed. Like, the picker wheel just crashed on me.
The game we're supposed to remake? Picker Wheel!
Apparently picker wheel. Go! You okay, hon? Okay, do you want the puppy to come to you? Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. Roller Coaster Tycoon. You remember that game, don't you?
I do.
Alright, so remaking that in modern day. Alright, how would we make that in modern day? Well, one, I'd make, aside from, once again, upping the graphics, improving performance, things of that nature, which is, let's be brutally honest, the basics.
Mm-hmm.
I would add more musical tracks.
Sure.
Just to give you different varieties of options for your theme park.
Right.
Because most of the music they have in the game is, let's be brutally honest, stereotypical theme park fare.
Yeah.
So you can't do like a special theme park. You can't do like a gothic theme park, or you can't do a sci-fi theme park. It's just standard theme park.
Okay. I get your vibe.
Yep. But just add some flavor to it. And also make sure you add that flavor into some of the campaign missions.
Okay.
So like, oh, you've been put in charge of this gothic theme park. Here you go. You know, make it profitable.
Right.
You know, because that game does have like a campaign that you go through like various scenarios and you try to get through. So there is that. Another thing is make two different modes for the game per se, involving this one setting. You can make other things, or at least make this a toggleable setting, which is keep to standard physics or go to old school roller coaster tycoon physics.
I was going to say, the big draw of classic Roller Coaster Tycoon was building those roller coasters that just fucking launched people.
No, like, there was one roller coaster tycoon, I watched a video where someone's like, you had 24 Gs pushing you into the roller coaster. Which is congratulations, you're now a liquid. You're no longer classified as a solid. You classify as a liquid now.
Yeah.
With that many Gs. And then it was 9 Gs pushing you up into the sea. So it's like, well, you're still a solid at that point, but you no longer have arms and legs. And then the lateral Gs were in like the high teens, low 20s. Which is like, congratulations, with as fast as that coaster is going, you've just launched the person into the next state.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck? The best one I ever saw was, there's a guy who does a YouTube channel. It's called Gray Still Plays. If you haven't seen his videos, you should, dude. You would laugh hysterically. I'm not sure. Have you?
No, it does not ring a bell.
Alright. So he purposely finds a game and he just breaks the shit out of it. For hilarity's sake. And when he did Roller Coaster Tycoon, he made a roller coaster that was so fast. Oh, hey, a marriage is on. Potato is getting married.
Congratulations to Potato.
Yep, to the Jersey Hermit.
Aw.
That's sweet. But no, he made a roller coaster that was going so fast that when it went into the water, like through the pool, like it had a tunnel that went through the middle of the pool. All right? And it was supposed to splash the pool as well, because it's like, it was one of those types of roller coasters. But it was going so fast that when it hit the water, everybody that was swimming in the pool instantly got atomized. Like, they just no longer existed. And the game didn't say they died, they ceased to exist. It was like, wait, what the fuck?
Glitched right out of existence. That's incredible.
My joke is that the roller coaster went so fast through the pool that it did the Star Trek time travel around the sun thing.
Oh yeah, the slingshot maneuver.
Yeah. It's like, what, did it go back in time? I'm not sure. They might have gone forward in time.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. They're just gone. It's like, okay. So one, make a toggleable switch where you can keep that kind of gameplay if that appeals to you, or you could put the gameplay in that it doesn't appeal to you, but you want.
If you're a wuss.
A wuss, or you really want that like hardcore simulation where it's real. I'm like, okay, sure. I'm sorry, I like my roller coasters going like Mach 10.
Yeah.
Just for the funsies, and watch how many people actually decide to get on the fucking thing. So there is that. Other fun things I would incorporate is, I know with Planet Coaster and like Planet Zoo and stuff like that, you have the ability to walk through your own park.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that would be a cool thing to do.
Oh yeah, like absolutely go into like a patron mode where you're actually attending, maybe ride the rides.
Yep. And then also incorporate a multiplayer / Twitch function for that.
Okay.
So where people who are say you're streaming it, you can allow them to spawn themselves in, and you can create chat commands to convince them to go towards certain rides.
Okay.
By like doing like exclamation point ride, the Doom Coaster.
Okay.
And your little pawn will suddenly want to go ride that. I feel like that shouldn't be too strenuous of a program.
Mm-hmm.
Since we already have games that kind of do that.
Sure.
So I feel like that would be kind of neat. Gameplay graphics wise, I'm of two minds of it. Part of me wants to go sticking with kind of like the old school graphics, just make them cleaner.
Right.
But part of me also wants to, like, especially with that walking feature, having the people look more, like, better designed.
Right.
If that makes sense. Like, kind of upping the graphics that way, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of, I'm kind of iffy on that one.
I mean, a lot of remake games do have a toggleable graphic setting. Like, I think I saw the StarCraft remakes, they have, like, you can view these in retro mode, or you can view these with the upgraded graphics. And so you could offer the option.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a cool option to have. It's definitely that. What else? Also, with Roller Coaster Tycoon, Graysteel Plays did also something else that was kind of weird and messed up, and I would have to make sure it's fixed. And that is, you can put decorations on the coaster.
Uh-huh.
Which includes trees.
Nice.
Like, complete, full-grown pine trees.
I mean, that's amazing.
And what he did was he actually found a way to paste pine trees on top of pine trees. So as this coaster's moving along, it has the size of a skyscraper worth of pine trees coming out of it, just moving around wildly.
As long as the game doesn't crash, it's all good, baby.
I know, but it's just so messed up. It's like, wait a minute, what? One of the things I would do in the game is something that Rimworld does, but I wouldn't charge as much as Rimworld does on it. Let's see, where is it? I think is it under gameplay? Yeah, add a name. You can add names to the random name generator.
Okay.
Rimworld, I think, charges like $5 for that ability. I would charge like $1 for like 100 names.
Okay.
Just like a little extra, but not like, oh my god. But I feel like that would be kind of fun. You could put all your friends' names in there, make them ride your rides, and, have their eyeballs sucked to the back of their heads.
Yeah.
So there is that. I mean, what modifications would you make?
I mean, a lot of that sounds good. I particularly like the patron riding mode. I think that's a really cool feature. I would like to see a couple of things. One, I would love to see, as you kind of alluded with the music, more variety of styles of parks. I'd love to see them expand on what they consider a theme park. Maybe even get beyond the rides and have some other features going on there. I think that could be really fun. What else I would do? This would require working with some existing companies, and they'd have to be interested in doing it. I would include like actual theme parks as like starter examples. Like if you could get a deal with like fucking King's Island, and and basically have that as a level or something that you could load in and use as a starting point. I think that could be really cool.
Not to mention, get some licensing for certain things, like Jurassic Park, maybe.
Yeah, you could do that. Maybe if there's, I'm trying to think if there's a good like theme park in like a movie or a TV show that you could use as an example. The Dungeons and Dragons ride, basically that way you have some examples of things that people can go ahead and see and use to give them ideas. I do like the ridiculous physics. I think you should lean into that even more to a degree. And by which I mean, like, let's see if you can make a theme park that appears to actual goddamn aliens. Aliens are coming to visit the planet, and you know what? If your theme park's good enough, maybe they'll stop by.
That would be kind of cool, like, just have that be kind of like an Easter egg. If you, like, do well enough, they show up.
Yeah. If you have a coaster that has intense enough G-forces and interesting layout, you can actually have an alien visitation.
Oh my god, that's wild.
But yeah, I think leaning into the charming weirdness of the first game, and sure, you can have a normie mode for wusses. But yeah, just the glorious oddity of Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, the game for the most part didn't have too many crazy bugs that were problematic.
No.
But
some entertaining ones.
Yeah, definitely some entertaining ones that you want to keep. All right, we got that. Let's go on to the next one. See what we get. All right, Descent.
Now you're gonna be taking the heavy lifting on this one because I never played Descent.
Okay. Descent for the most part, if you're gonna do a remake of it, honestly, I would say, well, as much as I love the main character, going with a new main character might be the best option. Just to give some variety. Because, let's be really honest, the main character of Descent has been through enough.
Okay.
Like, the big evil corporation has basically tried to kill you, in some cases, multiple times. So, it's kind of like, okay, that's enough. It's like, please stop, game. Like, I get it. Corporations are bad. That's all well and good, but let's get a little bit of variety in the story, please. Like, just a thought.
Fair enough.
Damien, what is it, puppy? What is it? He's playing with his rope and not picking it up. Yeah, get it, dum-dum. There you go. See, you picked it up. Yeah, chew on that. Silly dog. Let's see. Descent 3 had some interesting ideas, which was a variety of ships. You had one ship that was the middle ship, and that's the one you start with. Then you had one that was lighter and faster, but it didn't have as much missile capabilities. And then you had one that was much slower, kind of heavily armored, but it had a metric fuck ton of missiles. So there is that. If anything I would fix from the Descent series, aside from maybe some level layout issues, but let's be brutally honest, this was made during the Doom period, so level layout, overly complicated or sometimes asinine level design is kind of part of the course.
Okay.
But is fixing the bosses. Some of the bosses you really couldn't beat unless you cheesed it.
I see.
And don't get me wrong, I like a difficult boss on occasion. But at the same time, like, I'm sorry, no. Like, Jesus Christ, we need to chill out there, guys. Because there was
at a certain point, it's not fun.
Yeah, and they really leaned into sometimes the really hard bosses. That, like, don't get me wrong, the level was okay for fighting them. It wasn't great, but the biggest problem they had was they had invulnerability states.
Ah, yes, iframes.
Yep. And, well, no, I wouldn't say iframes. It was, the boss was invulnerable until you did X.
Oh, puzzle boss.
Yeah. And the puzzle was not very well thought out or explained or anything.
Sure.
So it was just like, guys, what the hell is this? Alright, how am I supposed to use this? Oh, blueprints, nope. Orders, no, okay. It's a prefab. I'm supposed to be able to put down this prefab somehow. Okay, this is confusing. Where did this prefab come from is the question. Alpha prefabs. Oh, for that, select a colonist, right-click the prefab box. Okay, so I have to select a colonist, right-click the prefab box. Deploy free... Oh, okay. Prefab builder. And let's put that here. See what it does for covered fishing spot. We're giving it a try. Anyway, yeah, so some of the puzzle bosses really weren't particularly stellar.
Okay.
They just were, like, their invulnerability frames were too annoying, or invulnerability states were too annoying, and, like, sometimes the thing that made them vulnerable was convoluted to do, or my personal favorite, only lasted, like, less than 20 seconds.
I see.
And you had to keep dodging their attacks, or you were going to get blown the fuck up.
Gotcha.
So it's like, yeah, this needs work. So, there is that. Other than that, I mean, I feel like it deserves a comeback. There's a lot of cool things they can do with it. And
Now, sorry, is it related to the board game Descent? Are those
no,
like okay?
Descent is you're in a spaceship in a mine. Oh, okay. Let's get undeploy it. I need to put it somewhere where a fishing net is not in the way. Okay, so why don't we take you? Not priority is hauling it. Deploy. Let's deploy it. Here. See what happens. It's you're in a basically a mine that was run mostly by robots. And there's a virus that's gotten into the robots, caused them to go berserk and start killing people. And you're referred to as, your character's name is the Material Defender.
Okay.
The corporation has basically hired you to kill robots. So they can reclaim the mine. The first game was mostly dealing with killer robots, and that was the bad guys.
Okay.
Give me a second. Damien, what is it? Buddy, what is it? Okay, dog's losing his mind about something. What is it, bud? Oh, what is it? Is that what you want? What you want? Oh, yep, that's what you want. Okay. You want a bacon strip. There you go. Right. Chill. Okay? Jump, please. God damn it!
What happened?
Can't have more than one of those, bud. You have food. What is going on with you? No, he wants these. Keeps going after those. He smells them, huh? Yeah. Hey. Hey. Chill. Chill. Yeah, chill, bud. Yeah, half an hour. Come on, man. Why are you getting up there? Fake. Oh. This is what you want. There you go. Yours. There you go. Apparently, he was trying to get to a particular toy.
I see.
All right. Unity Festiva. All right. I need that fueled like ASAP. Prioritize fueling the campfire. Carol, do that real quick for me, will you please? But yeah, the first game was all about fighting killer robots, and that was 9 times out of 10 the bosses, so on and so forth. You find out later that that's a problem. Alright, so why don't we do this? I'm gonna do something because this thing picked the wrong direction.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fix that right now. There we go. So it is a internal fishing spot. Neat. Yep, alright. Allow fishing and choose to catch. Let's go with large fish. There you go. So apparently someone can go inside and fish. That is a neat trick. Alright, I wish I knew that's how that was designed. But hey, now I know if I get that again. The second game, by the time you finish the first game, you realize that the company is not exactly being on the up and up with you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like, oh my god, terrible. It's just more of like, okay, they're being a little scummy. That's expected. The second game, they seem to get a little worse.
Okay.
And it's almost like they didn't learn their lesson from the first game.
Right.
Because, once again, hey, another mine has now suddenly got killer robots. What the hell? But by the time you finish the second game, your character starts suspecting something is going on with the company. Like, very Wayland Yutani-like.
Okay.
But he doesn't have any evidence, so he doesn't want to bring any accusations yet. Third game starts, and your ship is equipped with a jump drive through every game. All right? That is their way of saying how they explained you being teleported into the middle of the mine. Instead of having to fly in. Because the company can give you the coordinates to teleport in, all that jazz. What they don't tell you, and you find this out in the third game, is the company has control of your jump drive.
Oops.
Oh, yes. Hey, Unicorn Girl, how's it going? So, at the beginning of the game, they tell you to jump
As I was
to
trying
Earth,
to tell you, there are no bullets left in
so
this
that way
gun,
you
see?
can get paid and get a vacation. Because this entire time, for the first 2 games, you haven't been paid yet. It is a long-term job. Alright? Like, you are to collect your paycheck when everything is done. So
Okay.
So the third game says, okay, you're coming home, we're gonna pay you, we'll hire someone else to deal with this, or unless you want to come back and do it again, we'll help you. We'll agree to that. We'll negotiate. But in reality, what they do is they fuck with this jump drive and cause the jump drive to malfunction and almost kill him.
Okay.
Which he ends up jumping above Mars. Oh, I got visitors who are dropping off gifts. Cool. Trader Union of Baratia. Okay, so who's my social person? Numbers. That would be Turtle. Turtle, what are you doing? You're milking a yak. Well, you're going to be busy. So you get jumped above Mars, you end up joining the Resistance, who hates the company, and you find out that, you know that virus that keeps making the little robots go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and try to kill people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the company made that. They're actually developing a weapons division for that very reason.
I see.
Oh, yeah. So it's kind of a problem. So if we ever do a remake of it, we have to keep that kind of general gist and feel of that story.
Sure.
But we definitely would need to do some rewrites. Mostly to make it new, unique, and fresh, basically.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't want to say, like, oh, corporations are good. It's just more of like, hey, yeah, the corporations are bad. Let's explain why. And maybe instead of, like, one corporation have several and have this virus thing going back and forth between the companies as kind of like corporate sabotage.
Sure.
And they just don't give a shit about who they're, who they're hurting in the process. So there is that. All right, how much does the Trader Union of Baratia like us? Let's see, Trader Union of Baratia. Oh, it's a 4. Let's make friends with them real quick. All right, gifts. Let's see what we can give you as a gift. All right, we would like to give you some pot. We'll also give you some gold juice, some cigars. Not yet. Oh, those guys, shards, poor revolver. The bows will give, the pilas will give because we could always make more. Smoke grenades are good. Molotov cocktails I don't want here. Synth thread, thermal wrapping we want gone. Kid shirt we'll give. Normal shoes. Wool coat. We'll give the normal stuff first. And see if that gets me up decent enough for this. Cloth tunic. Yeah, we'll give away the rebel rifle. I mean, I did start with that, but that's okay. I mean, I'll get something better. I'll give the batons and the clubs. Those are good. How's the game going? It's going alright. I mean, it could be better. It's just... It's definitely being fun. Oh, wait, that's 300 health. I don't have 300. Oh, that's herbal medicine. That's why. Like, why is that so high? 44. Try that. 56. That's good. I'll give away 150 herb leaf medicine. So that raises me up to 66. I don't want to give away any reinforced barrels. Those aren't helpful. Give away. I think that's about the best I'm gonna get. Oh wait, I do have a small steel sculpture. I'll give that away. Okay, apparently you don't care about it, but we'll see. Alright. Alright, they're gonna give me a gift. We gave them some gifts in return. Hopefully that works out. And we have this, which is... Okay, I don't think I want... Oh, 20 will be enough, yeah. So there's that. Alright. But yeah, that's mostly what I think about Descent. There's not a lot you can do to change it. like I said, some modifications to the story, maybe a few gameplay tweaks.
Sure.
But it's nothing that I would say like stands out. I put Descent on here as a challenge. Like, can I do this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need an orbital trade beacon. Oh, okay. Shit. Do I have those? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Uh-huh. Oh, my thing's jumping around. There's that. And we'll put one in the middle there. Alright, so they'll build those trade beacons eventually. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have much I want to hit on that one, so we'll move on. Because my brain's not giving me a good one for that.
I mean, some games are pretty good as they are.
Well, Inquisition's both gonna love and hate me.
Oh?
The Let's Make a Remake, Star Trek Online.
Now that one's a really recent game to be thinking of for remakes. But
there's a reason I put it on there. All right.
Okay.
So there is that. All right. Star Trek Online. Don't get me wrong. There are some aspects of the game that are glorious and are beautiful. Space combat is very well done. There are going to be some minor tweaks I'll make to it in space combat, but that's not where I'm going to be focusing my attention for the remake.
Yeah, I'm glad you said space combat. The worst part of the game is not that.
Yeah, the worst part of the game is definitely not that. The worst part of the game is the ground.
The away missions suck.
They suck royally. They are terrible.
It's honestly bafflingly bad.
Yeah, I do not understand how it is this bad. Like, I cannot understand, like, who did this, who hurt them, and what the fuck?
Yeah, it's honestly just like, who thought this was fun?
Yeah.
And yeah, just stupidly frustrating. The space combat is so good. It's so good in that game.
Yeah.
And honestly, I played the game for a while just based on how good the space combat was.
Yes, they nailed space combat. Very much so. Alright, so let's talk about what we would change, okay? For one, we are changing how ground works. Instead of ground being a tab targeting MMO kind of mess nightmare, I'm going to recommend to change that to a third/first person shooter.
Okay.
There's a reason for this. All right. One, still keep the missions that have a lot of puzzle work and things of that nature. That's fine. But make it so that you see it from your captain's point of view.
Okay.
And have the ability, like Star Wars Republic Commandos, to give your subordinates orders. And they will go do something. Like, you could tell your engineer, hey, you, go weld that door.
Sure.
Things of that nature. And create certain set actions based on class and object. So, like, you could tell an engineer to weld a door, or you could tell a tactical officer to blow open a door.
Okay.
So, things of that nature. You could tell a science officer, scan that device and give me information on it. Or hack that computer. Whether it's engineer or science, whatever. But you can do a bunch of little small fun things with that makes the game more entertaining on the ground. And that would also make the ground combat fun. Because you could duck behind cover and shoot and stuff, and you could, like, those grenades, you could target where you throw them better. Instead of just targeting it at the feet of someone, you could say, throw it in between all of these guys, because grenades are a AoE effect.
Right.
Why can't you just target them? So, I mean, there is that. Inquisition, are you okay, buddy?
Is he a big fan of the ground combat as it is?
No, he's a big fan of Star Trek Online. It's like one of his favorite games.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it better.
I wanted to like it so badly, and I played it for a long time, and did enjoy parts of it quite a bit.
Yeah, the TFOs I'm fine with for the most part. Some of them are gonna... I like being a drum storm. That's fine. You could still do that in the version I'm coming up with. You could still throw out a bunch of drones and shit and say, go forth, robotic minions and kill things. What I'm saying is, instead of doing a tab targeting thing, they gave me a Christmas tree and a sacrificial flag. So, I have a sacrificial flag, which I'll store, and a Christmas tree, which I'll also store for when we get near Christmas. So I don't have to spend resources to build those. Yay! I am going to say this. We are going to simplify the weapon choices on ground.
Okay.
Because what you got is, you got pistol, dual pistols, essentially shotgun. It's like a waveform thing.
Yep.
Rifle, assault rifle, heavy cannon, essentially repeating cannon, heavy cannon single shot. There's just so many choices, and that is just weapon shape. That's not including the damage types as well.
Right.
And that's really hard to balance between all those. So I get that some people are like, oh, we need to have all these different weapon damage types on the ground because all these different races have them. Not necessarily, because if you look at Star Trek for the most part, on the ground you tend to see phasers, polaron, and disruptors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember Tetrion ever being on the ground in the show, ever. I can see anti-protons, that's fine. And so on and so forth. But let's start limiting some options here. There's such a thing as too many options.
Yeah, and oh, hang on, creeper. Okay, I'm good. I also would say that Star Trek's not necessarily about the emphasis on weapons either, so I don't think it hurts you to, dial it back a notch.
Yeah. I would say, like, give certain weapon damage types to certain styles of weapons.
Okay.
With the exception being, phasers and disruptors should be in every type of weapon. Because they're very versatile.
Okay.
But, like, make that anti-proton something that, like, you don't get a chain gun with. It has to be something that's just, like, a big single-shot weapon.
Right on.
So on and so forth. In some of the races, not every race's weapons should be accessible to the player. So, like, the Tholian weapons should not work for anybody. Especially with how hot they have to be to work.
Yeah, I don't know the details on the Tholian weapons, but...
They're like the Tholian race. It has to be super hot, or, bad things happen.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, because their weapons are made from a similar thing as they are. They're that superheated crystal.
Okay, I see.
So, they don't like the cold.
So yeah, you wouldn't expect those weapons to be really viable for, say, humans.
Yeah. Because your hand will catch on fire just by being near the fucking thing. So there is that. I would like to retool the missions slightly. A lot of them are artifacts of their time. Like,
Sure.
especially the earlier missions. You can tell that these were designed in the early days of Star Trek Online.
Uh-huh.
And they really could use some TLC to make them better. Especially the ground missions. One mission in particular I think that could really use some love. Because it is a great premise. It just needs a little bit of work. And that is, you have this one mission, you've gone to K7. Alright? And the station is malfunctioning, and you have to go into the bowels of the station to fix it.
Uh-huh.
What you find in the bowels of the station is, a guy has gone completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and is going full serial killer.
Gotcha.
Like Jigsaw serial killer type.
Okay.
And so he taunts you through the speaker system the entire time you're downstairs. The environment is dark, the lights don't work, you have a flashlight, and you have to like fix the station while dealing with him taunting you and sending things to attack you. Not to mention some of the native vermin also don't particularly care for you. So there's that. So
Gotcha.
that mission I feel like could use some TLC to up the creepiness factor of it.
Okay.
Because his taunting through the speakers is very well done. I love that. Last I heard they got rid of that mission. God damn it.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Well, maybe some people had some mental issues with it. That wouldn't shock me.
It's possible.
But I would want to up the creepiness factor of it and make it truly a horror mission.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I would not make it a required mission.
Fair.
It's just one of those ones where you get this cool reward if you do it, but warn them ahead of time. It's like, hey guys, if you do this, there's going to be some scary shit here. So be prepared. So there is that. And I know they made some missions because a show in Star Trek was particularly popular and was done very well. And this is not me hating on just me hating on Discovery, but the Discovery missions were not particularly stellar in Star Trek Online.
Okay.
There's a lot of work they could have done to make it a lot better, and they just didn't. So it was just like, okay, that there's room for improvement. It's like, come on, guys. So there's that. In particular, do you remember the Star Trek Next Gen episode where
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left.
Hey, Jersey.
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
Uh-oh. Mad Bobby. So one of the Bobies kind of went berserk.
Oh dear.
Do you remember the Star Trek episode? It was pretty early on in the show where Riker kept getting kidnapped in the middle of the night.
Yep.
And brought into a portal.
Yep.
They took those aliens, named them the Alachi, and made them form an alliance with the Tal Shiar.
Huh.
And then it turned out with how's the stream going? It's going okay. We're having a decent time tonight. It turns out the reason why they joined the Tal Shiar and became such a big bad for a while was because they were in the mycelial network. And they were getting annoyed because people kept coming into the mycelial network and damaging it.
Huh.
And so they decided that they were going to just murder everybody because of it.
Well, I guess that is a solution to a wide variety of problems.
Yes. The problem with it is they contacted and made allies with the Tal Shiar. Of all things.
Yep.
And if they took 5 minutes to even contact the Federation, which this is what ends up being the case, because as soon as the Federation is able to talk to them, literally the same mission, they're your best friends.
It's like, oh, you guys are actually cool.
Like, you guys are good guys. Then why were these guys? Oh, they lied to us. it's like, oh my god, this is so dumb. Like, I get that they're supposed to be a little naive about how things work in our galaxy, but motherfucker. Why is it called Shroomthorpe problem and not the... I don't know. Why, Jersey? I'm afraid to ask on this one. But yeah, so rework there could be helpful. Some minor tweaking. The Iconian War was done very well. I would just love to just give that some minor tweaks, especially with the new combat system on the ground. I feel like that would be good. There's no trying to the problem. Oh, haha. Because I feel like there's some missions that made you want to feel like you were in a war zone and that you were fighting for your life, and they just didn't hit.
Okay.
You never felt that way. So the change to the game on the ground combat would help give that feeling for those situations.
And see, I like some of what you're saying, but other things I think I would do differently.
Okay, let's hear what you got for the ground combat situation.
So, I don't give a shit about ground combat in Star Wars. Yes, sorry. I am distracted and my brain went sideways. I do not give a shit about ground combat. I don't think it's necessarily a big thing. I mean, I think occasionally you do have to shoot a phaser at a guy, but you know the Star Trek 25th anniversary games, I assume.
Yes.
That was my ideal of Star Wars
Star Trek
stuff as far as like on the ground.
You keep saying Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm tired and distracted with Minecraft, so I apologize. It will probably happen again.
It will probably happen again. That's fair.
But yeah, basically, yeah, I do not. I don't care about the combat because that's not what Star Trek, I got it right, is to me. And so I think an away system that allows you to focus more on puzzle solving with the occasional combat would suit the tone of the series more, would suit my gameplay style more. I realize it would make it hard to do anything like PvP. You're not going to really do PvP if you've got essentially a puzzle system there. But it would make me happier as far as what the game would be like.
I will say that the PvP element of the game is pretty much non-existent on ground. People don't do it. So I don't fault you for the idea you have in mind. I don't. It makes sense. I can get why you think that. And for a lot of real big Trekkies, it makes sense. The only reason why I stated the design document in mind, what I had in mind versus what you had in mind, is I'm also looking at it as an MMO.
Sure.
And let's be brutally honest, combat tends to be more attractive on the ground, like that, than puzzle solving.
I understand. Excuse me. It's just, yeah, I feel like if you could find a way to do that, it would feel so much more like Star Trek. I got it right again. And it would be different than the other MMOs. So you wouldn't have quite the competition, I guess.
I mean, that's fair. I I would say honestly do kind of like more of a caveat between the two. Like definitely do more puzzle games, but have the control system be like that third person thing.
Mm-hmm.
And still have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Have still like a lot of puzzles, but just make sure that the ground combat is geared towards that method. So that way when ground combat occurs, you're doing it in a particular way.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that there's a version of this where you keep ground combat, but you just make it better. I'm just saying that you don't have to keep ground combat in at all to please me.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see, we got 3s there. We don't want you to do harvest. Actually, no, you know what? We'll put you on harvest 4. Put 4 on potatoes harvest. Can't do magic yet. Alright, so we have Anissa, who is a baseliner. She's clumsy, cold tolerant, and nimble. And she's really good at social, really good at intellectual, and decent at crafting. Alright, what weapons do we have that works for you? You know, I'll go with the heavy SMG. Just to have that. Because that's a good weapon. Alright, and we want to put you in front of the robots. Okay, there we go. Found in a word. Okay. Shouldn't promise how AI censors words because of the forbidden phrase found in Weird 6. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Didn't know that. Alright, what is this? This is a Psylink Neuroformer. You don't have sonic powers. Question is, do I want a Psylink?
What the hell are you?
You know what? I'll give it to AP. AP will become psychic.
Ooh.
That way I can
Stop hitting me.
give her some psionic powers to mess with people. Other things I would change. Alright, so space combat, there's going to be some minor changes. Alright? Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. The big thing is the game really emphasizes sometimes a particular style of gear that really focuses on whales. If you know, if you know that term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay to win.
Yep. And that needs to get corrected. For a variety of reasons. So there is that. Alright, AP has a meditation spot now. Congrats. One of the big changes I do is actually to its economy. Alright, so we have the economy in Star Trek Online, which has a bit of an inflation problem.
Mm-hmm.
There are pieces of gear that are going for millions of energy credits, which is kind of bananas.
Sure.
Because, yeah, you could earn, like, on a high-end mission, you can earn a few thousand energy credits on a high-end mission. Which is all well and good. Don't get me wrong. But some gear is like millions of credits. Some require dilithium, which is the rare currency, which you can only process 8,000 a day.
Uh-huh.
And you're supposed to be able to... Hey, buddy. Hey. You're gonna let me have this? The problem is you're supposed to be able to transfer dilithium to the paid currency, which is called Zen.
Right.
And it's completely player controlled. Alright? But there is a maximum you can do, which is 500.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, it has hit that point where it's 500 dilithium per Zen, and no one is still selling Zen.
Gotcha.
So the market is completely stalled out. And that is a massive problem.
Yeah, you can't get the premium currency anymore.
Yeah. So the solution I have in mind for this, and this will help fix the inflation problem quite a bit, is you basically create a vendor.
Yep.
And that vendor's job is to buy dilithium and give you Zen in return.
Yep.
But you make it an amount that no player is allowed to do because it's too high. So in this case, since the max cap right now is 500 per Zen, I'd make the vendor 600 per Zen. And its sole purpose is to just remove dilithium from the market.
Mm-hmm.
But then also make it so that if you get more dilithium, then you can process in a day, because I think the maximum now is... I know it's 8,000, but there's ways to get it slightly higher.
Sure.
Make it so that way you could reset the counter with enough energy credits.
Okay.
Or get the ability to use energy credits to process more dilithium. That way you're getting energy credits also out of the market. So that should make the game's market at least more playable.
Right.
So what do you think on that?
I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me. Managing the economy of an MMO is probably one of the more challenging aspects. But these sound like reasonable solutions to me.
Yeah. What about you, Inquisition? What do you think, since you played the game heavily as well? Do you think what my suggestions for the market work? Hey, puppy. I gotta start looking into who to raid anyway, because it's 9
That's
o'clock.
true. It is about that time.
Alright. Let me go to Twitch. Twitch. Let's see who's on. Don't have a lot of people today, sadly. Looks like we're around 5. A lot of people who showed up earlier are currently streaming. Ow. Fingers. Fucking... Thank you, Wizen. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. You know what? Why don't I hit the raid button and see what they recommend? Because there's probably other people playing Rimworld.
There you go.
Alright. Let's see. We got a few options here. Let's see. I'm gonna go with... Oh, someone's got Twitch Toolkit working? That's a shock. Alright, so we're going to be rating someone called Cavi Snake Pact. They're playing Rimworld, so we'll have fun with that.
Okay.
If you are one of my many followers, please use the following raid message. If you're one of my few subscribers, please use the following raid message. We appreciate that. And join me tomorrow for... What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 18th.
Wildcard Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wildcard Wednesday. Let's see. I haven't gotten a chance to fix this, so I have to look. Aye! That's my foot. Dog was going after his toy, and his teeth got a little close to my foot. Oh, Monster Hunter World, because we did Final Fantasy VIII last week.
There you go.
Alright, so yeah, I'll be Monster Hunter World tomorrow. Alright, so hopefully we'll see you all then. So, until then, please take care of yourselves mentally and physically. I know that's always important. My camera just got knocked down. Take care of yourselves mentally, physically. It's always important. And I know you come to my wonderful Resplendent Tavern for the witty banter, but you stay for my fuck-ups. Until then, I'll catch you all later. Toodles.
Toodles.
Metal skies and iron soil, marching on.